Yes, people, what's happening? It's your boy Big Oaks, and welcome back to the Voice of the Tune. Today we're talking Wolves. Newcastle United host Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League tomorrow afternoon. And for me, this is what I call the battle of the mid-table teams. So a mid-table clash. You got that mini league between Brighton, West Ham, us, Wolves, and Chelsea, where there's only like 4 points separating each team, and we're 2 points from Brighton in seventh place. So Wolves are picking up some points. They won in their last game against Sheffield United, and then that moved them a point above us. Obviously, we've got the better goal difference. So this is a tricky game, because we at home this last couple of months we've been very inconsistent. We haven't won at home in the league this year. The last win coming in December, so we need to fix that. It's just been consistent. It's just been inconsistent performances. Bournemouth game that we should have really won, that we drew. Luton again, we should have won, that we drew. So we are conceding a lot of goals. We've conceded 31 goals in 12 matches without Nick Pope. And I'm not even going to blame the keeper. He had a good game against Blackburn. I just think the way we're trying to play with the injuries that we had previously, we just can't play that same way with certain players missing. But now that we're starting to get some players back, I see Willock at the Emirates. He came on, he got his goal. Elliot Anderson came on against Blackburn. So the midfield for me is where we've really struggled. Bruno especially, he's been one of our better players, but for him to be effective, he needs runners around him. So he's not really had that support. Obviously, Longstaff's been there, but usually he has Joe Linton there, he has Willock there, Anderson there. He's got players to cover him, so he struggled a bit, and that's why we struggled in midfield, and that's why there's been a massive gap between the midfielder and the defence, and there's been so much space, and players don't know whether to go or to press, so we're doing two things at once. So now that we're getting some players back, that should eventually, help the cause, and we should start to see us picking some points up. But Wolves tomorrow is a tricky game. Against Wolves, we always draw. We always tend to draw against Wolves. We drew against them earlier in the season, 2-2. At their ground, and I believe that was the start, man. That game, after that game, that was the start of the injuries. That was the start of the dip in form. That was just the start of the bad period that we had going towards the end of 2023. So, Wolves are tricky side. They're a tricky side. They've got their own injuries in attack, which is good news for us. Hwang Chan and Cunha are both missing. Hwang got injured in the last game. He got dragged after 85 minutes, and Cunha's not going to be fit. So, but Pedro Neto, dangerous guy, man. He's a very, very, very dangerous player. I've watched him a lot this season, and he had a bad injury last season, but the season before he was moving cold as well. But now he's back up to speed, and he got injured against us in the last game at their ground. So. But he's always a live wire. He's always a problem, man. He's always contributing with goals and assists. So that's an area that we need to be wary of. Wolves are great on the counter attack. That's how they play. They play 3-4-3 with wing backs, Lamina and Neto on one side, which for me is dangerous. And they've got Ait Nuri on the other side. In midfield, they've got Lamina and Gomez. So obviously Hwang's injured. So Sarabia also can add a few goals. So they do have a good bunch of players. Not too sure about the squad depth, but they do have a good 11. But now that they have injuries, I'm looking at this game and thinking this is an opportunity for us to climb the table and get up to 7th place in the league, because obviously now we sit on 37 points. A win tomorrow can put us on 40 points, and that's another season in the Premier League guaranteed. So, but yeah, I just think we just need to. Obviously, Blackburn midweek took a lot out of us, playing obviously extra time and going to penalties. So the emotion behind that game, but maybe that's what we needed, man. Because the game against Arsenal for me was poor. I was at the game. I done a match reaction on that on my channel. That's my last video on that. So I need to see an improvement, because that was for me the worst performance I've seen this season. Probably the worst performance I've seen under Eddie Howe, because we wasn't at it. And Blackburn as well, we struggle against teams that sit back, or maybe teams that we're meant to have the ball against, because we've got a lot of runners. We don't have enough ball players, and this is what I was saying at the side of the window. We need to get some ball players in to help us reserve energy. and that could obviously reduce injuries. But so the Blackburn game, there's positives to take from that. We got the win, and then now we've got Man City in the FA Cup quarterfinal. So, but Wolves is the focus, and I just want to see an improvement from the last league game, which was Arsenal. So, same again. I said the same thing in my preview for Arsenal. We need to be tighter in midfield. The certain battles that we were winning previously, now we're losing. First and second balls, I don't see us winning those battles no more. Aerial duels, pressing high up the pitch defensively, getting tight on attackers. That's the stuff that we used to do before. Now I'm not seeing us do it anymore, and I don't know why, because our back four is back to full strength, and obviously Botman, he's coming back from injury. He got rested against Blackburn, but the players are there now. So it's just about getting the energy that we're known for back into this team. And I keep saying Joe Linton is a massive miss. He's like the enigma in this team. He's the one that triggers everything. Without him and his aggression and his energy, we struggle, man. And we're seeing that a lot. So we need to find that energy and find the quality, and take and be ruthless in front of goal, and defensively just be better. Wolves are a pacey side, so it's okay to maybe drop back a little bit, but then when we drop back a little bit, there's going to be a gap between the defense and midfield. So I don't know, man. I don't know how we should set up in this game, because I don't want us to play a high line and then Wolves get us on the counter attack, because we've been playing the high line for the last couple of games, and teams are scoring goals against us. So we need to shut up shop in defence and stop conceding goals. But yeah, Wolves is a team that I can see us getting 3 points from, but it's not going to be easy. It's a tricky test, and a defeat here, it pushes us away from that top 7 places for Europe, and it adds more pressure onto Eddie Howe. There's already questions about his future. He's been asking questions about his future, and he's just saying, you know what, I'm focused on the job in hand, and he doesn't pay any attention to those headlines, and rightly so. So I'm still Eddie Howe in. I've been talking to a lot of people on my Instagram. People, there's one guy, Junior. You know who you are. He's Eddie Howe out. He's done. But for me, that it's been more good than bad. And hopefully we can get some confidence from the Blackburn game and show that in the game tomorrow. So Wolves and us, we've had similar seasons. We're close to the table. Them being just one place above us. So it's going to be an even game. On paper, yeah, we're the better side, but it's all about on the day. And on the day, that's what matters. So I just want to see us doing the things that we usually do. So and if we do that well, and if we stay consistent in our approach, everyone fighting for the same cause, winning the first and second balls, of being aggressive, playing on the front foot, making the stadium our home ground, a fortress again, because teams have come here and they've been getting points, man. Forest came, got a W, Luton got a draw, Man City, Liverpool, Man City came, obviously last minute goal. That was for me a good performance, but again, just sloppy play and losing concentration. That's what's causing us at the minute. So this game, again, no room for sentiment. The team I'll play, Dubravka in goal, Trippier, Botman putting back in. Eddie Howe spoke about Botman, and he's now fit to come in. He obviously was rested midweek. So Botman, Shaw, and left back Livramento. Dan Burn played against Blackburn, so for me, he's got his minutes for the week. Playing against Neto, we need pace. So Tino for me is the right person. Had a difficult game against Arsenal, but everyone did. Everyone had a hard game against Arsenal. So hopefully we can see the performances that we're used to seeing in the midfield. This is a tricky one because the boys played some minutes against Blackburn. So Bruno still plays. I would go with Willock and Longstaff. I would give Liz May a rest. Willock played a good part of the Blackburn game. You know, we saw what he brings to the team when he came against Arsenal. He sort of changed the game. When he came on, we looked much better, and he got his goal. So, you know, we will look with his driving runs and his energy. He could be that vocal point for us in the midfield. So that's the midfield I'll do. Up top, I want to see. Do you know what? I want to see Anthony Gordon move out to the right hand side. I want to see Harvey Barnes start, and up top Kiliman Isak, because that way we've got goal threats. You know, we've got 3 players up top that can score goals. So that's the team I'll do. 4-3-3, same formation, small changes up top, and we'll start with luck, and hopefully we can get the 3 points and climb up this table, man. Because like the top 6, we're 7 points off top 6, and for me that's difficult. Man United are playing Man City, so if we can get the win, 40 points, and there's 4 points behind them, because they're definitely going to lose. But right now it's about winning the battles around us, and that's Wolves, West Ham, and Brighton. So this win hopefully can put us in 7th place, and you know, from there hopefully we can kick on. But I'm gonna go, because like I said, this game is usually a draw. You know, we've drawn most games against Wolves, but we're aiming for our 3rd home win against them at home. So I'm gonna go for 2-1 win. I do back us to concede, but I do back us to outscore them. So 2-1 win, Newcastle United, Anthony Gordon and Sean Longstaff to get the goals. That's what I'm going for. It's your boy Big Uggs. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, leave a comment on the video, and to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.